Hello, 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 hello. How are you today? This is me, your person, giving you the video. I'm tired, sleepy, and all that wonderful stuff. Originally I was heading towards a combat test for the system, but I got bogged down in deciding that I needed way too many attributes. So now I've decided to make sure all the attributes function properly. So I abandoned the combat test for more or less an attribute test. Come up with some interesting ideas, interesting attributes, interesting special attributes, blah 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 blah. And again, a ton of rules. Because, it's a game, games have rules. Did you know that? I didn't. When at first I thought that, I was going to get really, really retarded there on you guys, but it just changed my mind. Because I just don't feel like it. Those little timey things go pretty slow. So, yeah, I think I have like 21 or something like, okay, well let's see, we've got muscle, fitness, stamina, coordination, reflexes, flexibility, manual dexterity, intellect, reason, gaudiness, intuition, knowledge, insight, perception, willpower. Then we have calmness, and then charisma, which are broken into separate videos. Yes, videos. These things are so complicated that they require an entire video to themselves. And that's only half a joke. Because though they're simple, there is an attribute to them, there is more that affects those two ones, calmness and charisma. Calmness is taken down to beauty, voice, style. Whereas charisma is taken down to personality, manner of speech, and ideals. Because these kind of things also add to whether or not you find someone charismatic or attractive, depending on the ascription. We're ascribing what they look like. And this is all done, as we would describe someone. And when we pose, like, for instance, if you say red hair, then if someone has the like to red hair, which will be a like and a dislike column of what you like and how much that affects you. So, which will be figured out how you place in other people's. You get the picture, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. Anyhow, so that's new and exciting. I liked that idea I had. It still needs a little working out because, like, manner of speech and voice, like, kind of the same thing and kind of not really the same thing. But, yeah, I'm on my bed. I don't even yet have a proper, space. I might go back to where you could see my little setup thing, like that's in all the other videos. You know what I mean? Unless, of course, you haven't been watching for very long. In which case, you should probably go back and like and subscribe. And, I just want to say wash your hands a bunch. Because the one guy, that's what he used to say. Anyhow, we're not doing that yet, but you get the picture. But it's like, subscribe, share, comment, something like that. You do a bunch of things at the very end of the video if you want to or not. And this is me being fidgety. I'm old and crotchety. I feel older than I am, and it's fun and exciting, and that just makes every day so much better. Yeah, feeling like you're 80 when you're in your 40s is the bestest thing in the world. I wish everyone felt like this, which I don't. But anyhow, we're still slow on the draw here on what's going on. But so yeah, like I said, the combat test has been postponed, and I am going to finish off the attributes, possibly expanding them up higher. Because why not? Another thing I have changed is I've gone a full-out Palladium. Don't tell anyone now. They're not supposed to know. I got this from Paladin, just like they're not supposed to know I got all the other things from the other things. Because it's an amalgamation of 3 distant systems, and if I can do it properly, hopefully nobody will notice. But in this one, certain things, like for instance, acrobatics isn't just acrobatics. Acrobatics brings up some of the stats. And so just like gymnastics will and athletics will, just like boxing will or judo will, as well as having their own abilities. So, and also will bring up your stamina points and such and such and such. So basically, I have to make a bunch of rules, and then if I increase the size and increase the threshold of the abilities, which means I have to come up with more special abilities for each of the abilities. So it's a drudgerous process. I still like the fact that I've got it how you can have a weak character and not be a weak character. To me, that's ingenious. Yeah, I think I'm ingenious because I did something that might be completely and utterly stupid. But, now if you roll a shit-ass 6, your character's not completely ridiculous. Now, they're not the greatest, but they don't get many penalties. And that's even before, because it's 5 and 4. Yeah, 5 and 4 is when you start getting the major penalties. Because, what is it? 8 and 9, 7 and 6. Yeah, and then it's 5 and 4. Yeah. 5 and 4 is when you start really going downhill. But between 7 and 6 and 8 and 9, you're still pretty much the same. It's until you start 5 and 4 is where the downhill slope starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kapow! I suck! Basically is how it goes. Which is kind of cool because you can have a dim-witted spellcaster, which is kind of entertaining to me. I mean, I'm not looking for okay. The game itself, as you can tell, with the amount of rules there are and the amount of stats there are and the amount of things you can do is as realistic as I would like it to be, but there are still ridiculous elements. Because that's what makes fantasy fun sometimes, is the ridiculousness. If you are a ridiculously oriented person, yeah, I just look like I'm spacing out. So there we go. There's a little bit of eye contact. Oh, that's even worse. Oh God, we're gonna give you the spaced out look because we're looking at me. I'm looking at me. I'm not looking at you. We've had this conversation before in the last video. So yeah, I won't be doing any tales tonight. It will be tomorrow sometime, probably midday-ish, I think, or mid-afternoon, midnight. It would be midnight. Well, maybe I could do it. I could do it sooner too. It's only 5:47. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's see. What else can I go on about? Well, I'm glad that I went back on my word and changed my what I wanted to do. Like as I explained in the last video, I was pretty fucking, I got kicked in the balls and it sucked. Basically, is what happened. And yeah, you know what? That never happened. It's in figure of speech. It's figure of speech. My eyes are the thing. No, my eyebrows did a thing. Look at that, we got a little crease there. Whoop. I'm getting creased. Oh no! Dylan Tauber, electric musician, Saminex, and author. What? Cyber artist. Why are you, I don't know what Metip is. Metaballs! That's my belly, don't think weird. Okay, oh, what's this? Oh, I hit my pillow. I thought I was gonna hit my head. I did that once. I'm kinda tired. I'm shouting so you could hear me. Oh, if you wondered why I was shouting. If I was shouting. So yeah, the campaign is going along very well. The life is going along okay. Not the most specialist, greatest kind of day. because it's a day. I wish it wasn't a day, but it's a day, and I got reminded it was a day. And I had a day. I did have a good day, actually. I got taken care of some Christmas shopping and whatnot. I have to do some more stuff, though, because I decided I was going to go original plan, sentimental cards, be cheap. Now it's mid, and then it was going to be non-sentimental, just get them gifts, match price. Now it's a kind of amalgamation, which is now my word of the evening, because I do believe I've used that twice in this particular video. And now I want to say particular again, so I can particularly change amalgamation not being no longer the amalgamation word of the day. And yeah, that was a lot of sense. Okay, and we're not going to do this where I continuously say the word sense until sense is the word of the day. And this is me being bored, and this is me not having a plan. What am I looking? Oh, I'm looking at me. Yeah, I'm looking at me. I can't tell if you can on. Yeah, no, I like. See, sometimes I wonder if I wish I was not so. Well, my eyes are kind of not the greatest. Like, well, especially on the television. Yeah, I'm just admiring my forehead and shit. Just ignore me. Well, that would be dumb to ignore me though, because you're on here to see me, so see away. This computer really needs a clean. So speaking of computers, sometime next year, I don't think I'm. Well, I might be able to get like some help purchasing it, so I might, be able to get it sooner and for like payments, which would be perfect for me. But I don't know. I think Trevor said he'd do payments. I'm not going to quote him on that because it was a while back when we discussed this, and I don't know if I was paying attention to what I was saying. 12:34, so I'm going to ramble on, hit the 10 more minutes maybe, or something like that, just because I feel like going on for a bit. Haven't been journaling. This is probably why I'm rambling on. I've been rambling all day. Haven't slept because I've been working on my system. The Snake Eyes system, as I told you in the original. And this is because when you roll a 20, and then you roll a 10 and a 1. A 10-sided die and a 1-sided die. And you know how that works. There's 2 10-sided die. 1 does the 10s, and 1 does the 1s. Alright? You got that? So when you roll, you have the 20. It rolls something, and then the 1s roll something. You add those together, and that's the roll you get. That's your tribute. Then you add on your modifier, and then if it's an attack, then they also do the same and add on their defense. Now you get your attack monitor over the defense monitor by a certain amount of points, doesn't matter. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter at all actually, none of that matters. But then you roll the percentile dice. So let's just say you rolled a 1 on the 1s and a 20 on the 10s. So that's 21. Then you have to roll the percentile in order for something special to happen. You have to get under this. Now my question is, do we want this to be an automatic thing, or is it optional? Do you say, okay, well I want an extra bonus and I will pay a certain amount of group action points, because it's a group action system, because we want the party working together, strategizing together, playing as a team. Like, it's important to the game style, enough so to make the mechanics and the experience and all this stuff make it more worthwhile to get along with the characters, or role play at least the characters properly. So that's the fun and excitement of that. So I think that's pretty neat that I came up with that. I didn't come up with that. I think City of Mist also has, well, they have like a group stat, I think, and a group thing, and then a car thing, and then a house thing, and a, yeah, I don't know. And Dungeons and Dragons, I think, also has a group thing. Like, I don't know if there was points, but it's just so that, and another thing, when you, like, roll a shit roll, and you're accidentally, by unluck, you make the friggin' percentile roll, then something bad can happen, but you gain. And yeah, I said gain. You gain a group action point. But something shitty happens to your character. Now this is mostly for attacks and offenses, and I may take it into the territory of skills and whatnot. Now I'm pretty sure I explained how skills works. Like, a lot of them do something different instead of being, well, they're still affected by the stats, but some of them affect the stats. Like, I already explained how that works, so I'm doubling back and re-explaining things, so I don't have to do that. Oh. I have a cheese pizza. I have a double mozzarella, aged cheddar, and roasted garlic pizza. 2 slices to eat. A pizza place was Bastardish, and well, one of their workers were Bastardish, and we managed to complain and get an extra free pizza. Well, Darlene managed to. Anyhow, it was great fun. We all had a good giggle and ate pizza. Or something like that. Why not? I got a forehead, yes I do. Everybody has a forehead, yes, like you. Doobie 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 doo. Ba-boom! Oh no, not another pop-up! I just recently actually reinstalled everything, and fucking some of the, like, I don't know, I know, well, maybe they don't care about getting demonetized if they yeah, well, you know, I think freedom of speech eventually should trump the fact that some people are insensitive, are sensitive artist holes. Artist? I'm an artist, hole in the ground. I like to jump around. The light on my face makes me look peculiar. But you know what? It ends up being unfamiliar. I'm just watching the lag. There is a lag. If you know what a lag is, you know, you can see the lag. It's like, yeah, yeah. Fun and excitement. Alright, well, I think that's enough of that. I don't know how many times I'm going to be on today. My vision for Aesop's Fables is during the light. But I mean, it might be just nice for sooner or later or after this, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just if I'm gonna put in the effort into, like, trying to make a decent video where I read something, you know, as best as I can. I do remember hearing I have an okay voice, so I think that's part of the memories, you know, it's in there of this, and it makes me go, hey, wait a minute, reading, woo, and then, hey, wait a minute, public domain, woo, hey, wait a minute, jumping off point, yeah, because I can get used to, because I want to write as another thing, but I need to read in order to write. So starting off small, Aesop Fables is small, having a reason to continuously read it and not drop it, because I like what I'm reading. I'm just, yeah, it's my thinky things. Anyhow, oh, my eyes reminded me of mouses. Mouses. Yeah, like I was yawning and I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe your eyes look like mouths yawning. I don't know why I'm making my eye do that. I'm gonna get glasses soon, and they're granny glasses, because apparently friggin' Lennon wore granny glasses. This is a real dumbness right here, what I'm doing. You can't see what I'm doing. So hello, hi, I'm a YouTube personality named Derek. I love to sing and dance and make a general fool out of myself. And try to be funny by doing whatever I'm doing now. And not really caring if I land or fall. Anyhow, yeah, so I think that is enough. 20, 45, 26, 20, what? I'm trying to count the friggin' seconds, but I obviously don't know how to count. Anyhow, like, subscribe, share, comment on the video. I miss the Wild West, well, not Wild West days. I like saying that though. The days when things were just starting, where everyone had like an intro, and then everyone had an outro, and then you go and others like, yeah, exactly. I started off, everybody had an intro and outro, a little saying, a little song, a little something dumb. And then now you go and check on some other people, and they don't have that. It's not a thing as much anymore, because most of us are like, well, it's kind of dumb. I mean, it can be fun for a little bit. Like, I could see myself doing it, but occasionally changing it. Out of here. And like, but